Okay, it really has been quite a hot minute since I've last made a video. Like, it's probably been about 6 to 7 weeks since I last uploaded, but don't worry, I'm back. And yeah, I'm sure you all missed me, but I just really took inspiration from Marlon and I wanted to fool the internet myself, because I know for a fact that all of y'all were wondering where I was and everyone missed me. But I actually was supposed to make a video a couple of weeks ago, but then I couldn't finish it in time, and then I went on a trip with my family, and you know, a lot of the stuff I said was like completely outdated. There's been like so much more news since I've recorded that video, so I just scrapped it. I'm not gonna upload it, and instead I'm just gonna make one longer video because there's so much news that has happened, like a whole new progress update, a whole new collab, and all that sort of stuff. So let's just get straight into it. So first off, we have a bunch of new teasers for Demo 5, but I'm not gonna get too much into it because I'm pretty sure y'all get the drill by now. Like, it's just a bunch of stuff that we're gonna see in Demo 5 at some point, one way or another. But something interesting that I did find was this. Now we're gonna be seeing the return of those 2D pixelated enemies. Now you might be asking, for what reason will we be seeing 2D enemies again this chapter? Well, I have no fucking clue, but we got one, and this fella is actually quite unique. So his name is Cloudy, and he's gonna appear in a bunch of hostile fights. He's not gonna actually be hostile, I think. His whole purpose is to just heal the player, I think, and if he's the last one standing, the battle will just automatically end. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's the point of this guy, but you know, I kind of like him, so yeah. We also have some new controversial changes coming with Demo 5. Well, actually, I'm not too sure if it's actually going to come with Demo 5 or if it might just be something that will subtly happen along the way. So I think if y'all have been on Twitter or Reddit or whatever, you've probably heard of this, but basically there's going to be like an entire story rewrite coming to Blocktales, and I'm pretty sure this is due to the fact that one of the old story writers, Campyfire, was removed from the dev team, so they're gonna like change some of the stuff that he's made. So there's gonna be like a lot of stuff that is gonna be changed because he did write a lot of the story, and this will include David Bazuki not coming to the past with us. All Sword Guardians will be seeing visions of the future. I think like originally they had voices in their head telling them like a bunch of random stuff, but I guess now that's gonna be changed to them being able to see the future. Mysterious Figure will be the one to hire Nubador to beat up Shadletsky. I'm pretty sure before it was Griefer who hired Nubador, but actually I'm not sure why Griefer even hired Nubador in the first place. I deadass forgot, but yeah, apparently now it's gonna be Mysterious Figure that's gonna do that. Mysterious Figure will also be making appearances in the actual story, which I think is a good thing, because prior to Demo 4, we had like absolutely no clue who the main villain of the story even was. In Chapter 1, Road Town will be part of Cruel King's massive kingdom, and the story of Chapter 1 will kind of revolve around them wondering what's going on with the Cruel King, because the visions that Cruel King saw of the future has shown his kingdom collapsing, so now he's gonna be acting pretty strange. In Chapter 2, Mayor Thaniel will have a vision, and for some reason it's gonna lead to him locking Griefer in a cage for some reason, but the Mysterious Figure will release him just to, you know, stop the player. And there's probably a lot more changes happening, but I'm not gonna read all of that. Now, something that I do want to point out is that this does kind of suck for those who are really invested into the original story, because you know, there are so many theories and stuff that I've seen, and a lot of that is sort of just going to be thrown out the window because of these changes. Like, the dev even confirmed one of the old theories, which was that the Mysterious Figure was the player all along, and basically he just spoiled and confirmed the old ending just to pretty much state that they're not going to go through with that plan anymore. So pretty much a lot of theories and stuff around the original story with like all the voices and shit like that, they're just going to be thrown out the window. So I can see how a lot of people are going to, like, you know, not be so happy about that, and you know, a lot of their hope is just going to die off. But yeah, I wish there was like a simpler way I could have explained that, but I hope y'all understood what I was trying to say. Now, in my opinion, it's really not that deep. Like, I get that some aspects of the story will change, and you know, people are afraid that they're gonna butcher a lot of aspects of the story and a lot of the characters, but you know, it's still gonna be the same game that we know and love. Really, the only thing that's gonna change a lot is the cutscenes and the dialogue, and people don't even care about that type of stuff either way. Like, people just speedrun through the game and don't even care about reading like all the text and stuff. But the small percentage of Blocktales players that have actually cared about the story and have read the dialogue are reasonably concerned about this. Now, like I said in the beginning of the video, I was gonna make another video like a week prior to this, but then you know, a lot of more information has came out, and the stuff that I just talked about is part of the old information. So I just found out that one of the big changes that they're supposedly gonna make is that they're gonna exclude Kyoko from Demo 3 and Demo 4, and they're only gonna include her in Demo 2. Like, what the hell is up with that decision? I'm pretty sure I speak for everyone when I say that we all love and appreciate Kyoko for being in the story, and I feel like them just cutting off such a massive character from from a lot of parts of the story. That's just drawing the line. But let me know what you think about this. After all of this, we also got a new teaser of what we're gonna see in chapter 2's rewrite, which looks like we're gonna see Griefer's house, and there's also a family portrait of Griefer and his parents. And something I find really funny is that people are so confused about the fact that Griefer has a mom. Like, it's not that hard of a concept to grasp. I'm pretty sure every character has a mom in order to exist, and it's pretty much just a case of whether they're relevant to the story or not. We also got more news on how close we are to Demo 5. It is said that Demo 5 is 83% done, which means that it might actually come out this year. I know that I've stated that we might not be seeing Demo 5 until 2026, but I'm actually glad that I might be proven wrong. And lastly, we got news that Blocktales might be doing a new collab. They're supposedly gonna be doing a collab with Combat Initiation, and I know that a lot of people are pretty big fans of that game, but I actually don't know nothing about it. So do let me know in the comments what you're expecting to see in this collab. And it's hinted that we might be seeing a Combat Initiation character in either Demo 6 or 7. I promise I'm not even trying to be funny, like that's just the truth. I'm just trying to tell y'all the truth. But that's pretty much everything that I have to say for this video. So as always, like the video and subscribe if you want to see more Blocktales videos in the future.